Hi, I'm Steve G. Jones, clinical hypnotherapist, and I want to tell you a little bit about myself before we get started. I have a bachelor's degree in psychology from the University of Florida, a master's degree in education from Armstrong Atlantic State University, and a doctorate in education from Georgia Southern University. I'm a certified clinical hypnotherapist, a member of both the American Board of Hypnotherapy and the National Guild of Hypnotists, and I'm president of the American Alliance of Hypnotists. I'm the director of the Steve G. Jones School of Clinical Hypnotherapy. I also serve on the board of directors of the American Lung Association in Los Angeles. I have over 2 decades of experience in hypnotherapy, and I still maintain a busy practice and teaching schedule because I see clients and teach classes worldwide. My client base consists mainly of people who want to lose weight, stop smoking, or gain confidence. Other clients include sales teams interested in boosting motivation and increasing income. Also, singles looking for love, insomniacs desiring proper sleep, and actors desiring more confidence for their next audition. When I travel to see clients and teach hypnotherapy certification classes around the world, I visit such places as Tokyo, Japan, Barcelona, Spain, Paris, France, London, England, Montreal, Canada, Los Angeles, California, and New York, just to name a few. By the way, since you have an interest in hypnosis, perhaps you would be interested in becoming a certified clinical hypnotherapist. It's very easy to do. All you have to do is go to my website, betterlivingwithhypnosis.com, and click on Hypnosis Classes at the top. You can either train in person or online. After your training, you'll be added to our worldwide directory of certified clinical hypnotherapists, and you'll receive a certificate. I was fortunate for many years to have my office in Beverly Hills, California, where I worked with such wonderful people as Tom Mankiewicz, the writer of Superman, Geraldine Saunders, the writer of The Love Boat, and many other celebrities. I have been interviewed on CNN, Fox News, and appeared on True TV, in addition to having my own hypnosis TV show. With my over 20 years of experience, I'm happy to share with you techniques that I've both developed and learned, which can help you improve your life. I encourage you to visit my website, betterlivingwithhypnosis.com. There you will find my life's work, 22 books on hypnotherapy, over 3,000 hypnosis recordings available as downloadable MP3s or CDs, and these recordings will program your mind to achieve goals in such areas as weight loss, motivation, and stopping smoking. I also have audiobooks, such as this one, where I'm talking with you and sharing with you in a very dynamic way techniques that you can use to improve your life and the way you do things. The reason I'm telling you all of this is not to impress you, but to impress upon you that I, your teacher, am very capable and I know what I'm talking about. I'm also very happy for the opportunity to share this information with you, so rest assured that you're in good hands, and let's have some fun as we now expand your knowledge. I wish you well in all of your endeavors, and please be sure to visit my website, betterlivingwithhypnosis.com. Hi, I'm Steve G. Jones, and let's jump right in and talk about Reiki. What is Reiki? Well, in Japanese, Rei, R-E-I, means higher power, and Ki, K-I, means life force energy. Reiki is helpful with stress reduction, relaxation, healing and recovery, self-improvement, energy, and symptom relief. It was founded by Dr. Mikao Usui in 1922. Dr. Usui spent 3 weeks fasting and meditating on Mount Kurama in Japan and found a way to heal while sustaining energy. He moved to Tokyo and opened the Usai Reiki Healing Society, and he developed the Reiki principles or ideals based on the literary works of Emperor Meiji, whom he admired. He then taught Reiki to 2,000 students. 16 of these students reached the top or master level. Dr. Usai died in 1926. In the teaching of Reiki, the first degree teaches basic theories. You will learn hand placement for whole body treatment and the 4 attunements. You will learn the ability to use Reiki on yourself or others. The first degree is usually taught in 4 sessions. The second degree involves using 3 symbols that improve strength and learning 1 attunement. You can then practice Reiki on a recipient where the vicinity is not a factor. They can be feet, miles, or countries away from you and still receive healing. Then there's the master training, in which you learn more attunements. and you learn a master-level symbol called Daikumayo, and you're able to attune other people to Reiki. The 4 symbols in Reiki are the body, for increased power, the mind, for emotional clearing, the spirit, for healing, and master, for passing attunements. The attunement process is a ceremony of spirit. An energy pattern is created. The recipient is attuned to this energy field with symbols, and it is permanent. This program is not designed to teach you Reiki, but it is designed to enlighten you about Reiki so that you will have a deeper understanding of it, and this program can be used in conjunction with your Reiki education. Or, if you have already studied Reiki, this program can be used to enhance your powers. In treatment, the whole body is treated, which means the body, emotions, mind, and spirit. The Reiki master will have the recipient lie down on a massage table to relax. The Reiki master will take a little bit of time to relax and meditate as well. The treatment involves placing the palms of the hands in different areas, either pressing down or having the hands hover an inch or two above a certain area. The hands are focused on one area for 3 to 5 minutes. Focus is given to the head, the front torso, the back, the knees, and the feet. Some Reiki masters depend on intuition to determine where to focus. There are between 12 and 20 positions used, and the treatment will range from 45 to 90 minutes. There is a series of 3 or more treatments recommended for chronic conditions. Localized treatment is given to specific areas when an injury is involved, or a combination of whole-body treatment and localized treatment. So how does Reiki feel? It feels like the body is absorbing radiance. The recipients report feelings of warmth and tingling, and deep states of relaxation. There is a sense of improved health after a treatment, and feelings of sleepiness or being energized are common. Having had several Reiki treatments from Reiki masters, I can tell you that you can also see visions while in Reiki. The visions are individual visions, but they can be very clear and very powerful and very moving. Here are some basic Reiki principles. Just for today, do not worry. Just for today, do not anger. Honor your parents, teachers, and elders. Earn your living honestly. Show gratitude to everything. Dr. Usai stressed the importance of deciding to improve oneself. Taking responsibility for healing plays an active role in the success of Reiki. You must be committed to improving all aspects of yourself. You must accept healing and change. The universe is filled with energy. Reiki allows you to use that energy to heal. This energy affects your thoughts. You can use this energy to change your thoughts. In Reiki, you will be seeing things that aren't visible to the untrained eye. So let's take a few moments and work on your powers of creative visualization. Now, your imagination is your most powerful resource. No matter what your circumstances are, your mind has limitless capabilities and endless possibilities. And you can use this to your full advantage. You can allow your imagination to lead your body, your actions, your decisions, and your future. By utilizing creative visualization, you can reveal the possibilities of your future. Once you can see the possibilities in your imagination, you can make them a reality through your actions, and you can accomplish things at a greater level. So let's look at creative visualization in sports. Athletes commonly use creative visualization as affirmations. It is very common practice to have athletes imagine themselves executing routines that they often have trouble with. It has been shown to be a very effective tool for overcoming obstacles in athletic performance. By imagining a successful execution, the body physically responds to this new possibility. Studies also show that when you imagine something, there is a signal sent to that part of your body. So let's say, for example, that you're a professional baseball player, and I've had the honor of working with professional baseball players to help enhance the quality of their game through hypnosis. When you imagine yourself swinging at the ball, your brain actually sends nerve impulses to the muscles involved with swinging that bat. Now, it doesn't mean that you're going to swing the bat when you imagine it, but you do get a form of credit for imagining it. You get credit toward another practice. So you can practice physically, but you can also practice in your imagination. It's not quite as powerful as practicing physically in terms of training the muscles to do what they're supposed to do, but it can be infinitely more powerful to practice in your imagination when it comes to the mental advantage that you will gain. Because when you imagine swinging a bat in your mind, you can imagine it happening perfectly. You're actually training your mind and training your body to swing that bat perfectly at the ball. So the old saying is practice makes perfect. The new saying is perfect practice makes perfect. If you can practice in your mind doing it perfectly, you can translate this energy onto the field. So when an athlete imagines performing their job perfectly, the mind is expanded due to the imagination, and the mind now accepts this perfect execution as a reality. Suddenly, the athlete is capable of performing at a higher level. This is considered an integral aspect of sports medicine and training, by the way, guided imagery. So, for example, when an athlete is recovering from a sports injury, they can imagine themselves doing what they used to do, and that can help pull them toward getting back to the top of their game. So after a shoulder injury, for example, a football player who's a quarterback can imagine himself throwing like he used to throw. A runner who has had a knee injury can imagine herself running like she used to run. This actually speeds up the recovery process. So never underestimate the power of visualization. Always use it whenever you can to get yourself to the next level, or if you've taken a step backwards, to get yourself back to where you were, imagining yourself doing whatever you do perfectly. Perhaps one of the most strikingly powerful uses of visualization is in the realm of creativity. Now, if you imagine great books or great pieces of art or great movies or great stories or great sculptures, you have to realize that that started in someone's mind. It didn't start out the way that you see it. It started as just an idea. Maybe the creator of it saw something or heard something that made him or her think about something that could be done with it, and then other ideas were brought in and it became more and more elaborate. But every book, every movie, every story, every statue, every building, everything that you see that's been created by someone or a team of people started as just an idea. And they had to use creative visualization to get it from the point of just an idea to actually existing in reality. So creative visualization can actually be a tremendous tool in getting you from your initial idea to having something out there that everyone can enjoy. It's also possible to visualize and control your emotions. So if you're not in a moving vehicle, you can go ahead and perform this exercise. What does anger look like when you close your eyes? Go ahead and close your eyes right now and imagine what anger looks like. Go ahead and do this now as I am silent. Okay, good. Now, what did you see? What did you see when you imagined anger? When I did it just a moment ago while you were doing it, I saw a red ball. That for me was anger. That was my visualization of anger. Now, whatever you saw was your individual vision, and that's fine for you. There's no right or wrong way to see it. There's no universal vision of anger. It's just whatever you saw is fine with you. Okay, now I want you to close your eyes again, and this time I want you to see your vision of anger, whatever it was, becoming more calm. So, what happens when it becomes tranquil? Just imagine it now. Imagine visually seeing it with your eyes closed, visually seeing your anger, and see it changing into tranquility or peacefulness. Go ahead and imagine that now as I'm silent. Okay, good. Now, what happened for you? Hopefully, something amazing happened. Hopefully, as you were seeing that vision, it changed the way you felt. For me, I saw a red ball for anger. It looked kind of like the sun. And then when I imagined tranquility coming in, it was blue water that was washing over it and making it melt. So eventually, over the brief time that I was quiet and thinking about that, the red ball that looked like the sun kind of melted into the blue water. So now I want you to work with that picture again, and I want you to make it more relaxing. You've already taken it from angry to tranquil. Now I want you to make it more relaxing, even more relaxing. Do this now as I'm silent. Okay. So hopefully, again, something amazing happened. Remember, initially my anger was a red ball, kind of like the sun. And then when tranquility came in, it was like blue water, kind of washing over it and kind of melting it away. And then it dissolved into the blue water. Then when I imagined more relaxation, that blue water became very calm and I could see a lot of it. I could see it as far as my eye could see. It kind of disappeared over the horizon, like looking out over a calm ocean. And as I was doing that, something happened within my body, something happened physiologically. I became more relaxed. So I started with creating anger. I created anger in myself by imagining that red ball, and then I moved it to tranquility and then greater relaxation. So that didn't actually take a lot of time, and the rewards can be tremendous. You can take yourself through visualization from actually being angry to being very relaxed. Let's try another exercise. I want you to imagine sadness. If you're not driving, close your eyes. Just imagine sadness. Imagine what it would look like visually with your eyes closed. Imagine sadness. Good. Now, when I imagined sadness, I imagined raindrops, big raindrops that look kind of like cartoon raindrops, like an almond shape, dropping from the sky. And each raindrop was about 2 inches tall and maybe a half inch wide. And they're dropping from the sky. And they were clear. That's what I saw when I saw sadness, and it made me feel sad. Okay, now what I want you to do is close your eyes again as I'm silent and imagine happiness. Imagine happiness changing that picture. So whatever you saw in your mind, happiness is coming in now, and it's changing that picture. Do this now as I'm silent. Okay, now what did you see? What I saw was the yellow smiley face with the black eyes and a black nose and a black mouth, kind of the stereotypical smiley face, moving in from right to left across my visual field. Just a big, happy circle, big yellow circle with a smiley face on it, moving in. And as it did, it pushed those raindrops out of the way until all I saw was that big, happy smiley face. So that's what happened for me. And as that happened, I felt myself, my emotions going from sad to happy. And all that happened in a relatively short period of time. Hopefully you had a similar experience because what we see can dictate what we feel. So you realize now the power of creative visualization. Make sure that when you visualize things, when you imagine things in your mind, they're things that you want to feel in your body because that's how powerful this is. Let's take a little break now. I want to make sure that you're with me, that you're paying attention and that you're learning something. So what I want you to do right now is if you're driving and you can pull over, go ahead and do that. If you're not driving, then you can definitely do this. You can take out a piece of paper and you can write down 5 things that you've learned so far from what I've said. 5 things that resonated with you. Now, I want you to keep in mind, they don't even have to be 5 things that I said. Maybe you got some good ideas from what I said. Maybe I said something and your brain took it and blew it up a million times and came up with all kinds of wonderful, amazing possibilities based on what I said. If that's the case, then feel free to write that down. I just want you to write down 5 things, whether they came from me or they're just thoughts that came in your head. 5 things that have come to you so far, either from me saying them or from you thinking them, as a result of listening to this program so far. So as I'm silent, I'm going to give you ample time now. I want you to write down 5 things, 5 thoughts that you have as a result of listening to this program so far. Do this now. So the body has unlimited potential to be influenced by the mind. And by the way, the mind and the body have an essential connection to healing. Visualization has actually been shown to reduce blood pressure. You probably felt that a moment ago when you imagined going from angry to tranquil to relaxed. Your blood pressure probably dropped. And people who use visualization for relaxation recover from illnesses and injuries much more quickly and with far fewer complications. Isn't that amazing? You can actually imagine yourself getting better and your body responds to that. Visualization is powerful. So let's do something else together right now. I want you to get in the habit of doing this. That's why I'm having you do it right now, so hopefully it'll become a habit for you. If there's something about you that needs to improve, maybe you have a cold and you need to get over it, maybe you've injured yourself somehow and you need to recover, whatever it is, if there's something that you need to recover from, I want you now to close your eyes and imagine the state that you're in right now. Imagine having that cold or whatever it is that is afflicting you right now. Just imagine it. As I am silent, I want you to imagine yourself in your current state with whatever affliction it is that you have. Okay, good. Now what I want you to do is close your eyes and imagine yourself in your ideal state, having already recovered from whatever affliction it is. In your ideal state, see it clearly, see it in your mind, visually represented, and see it change the picture that you're looking at. Do this now as I'm silent.